Welcome to Astrodology, the podcast that brings you knowledge, wisdom, and principles that can help you find the peace and comfort we all seek and deserve in our lives. Hi, thank you for tuning in to Astrodology with Astrid. Today we're going to talk about a hot topic, manifestation. You know, it's hard pressed to go on social media and not see this term come up with a million ways of people telling you how to manifest. Manifestation has always been something I've been interested in because the power of it works when I am aligned with my words, actions, and thoughts. So let's digest this. This will be part one of manifestation. I call this looking to the future because manifestation does put us in a space where we're looking for something. There is something that we want. I open with this thought from Logan Pearsall Smith. There are two things to aim at life. First, to go get what you want, and after that, to enjoy it. Only the wisest of mankind achieve the second. It is important to be mindful about the future, of course. In our present moment awareness, we keep a broad, wide, expansive view that allows us to look towards the future without going into fear about it or trying to completely manipulate it as well. Setting intentions is a way of solidifying your connection to your desires. It has been proven over and over again that words and thoughts are things. They are a form of energy. So when you set goals, you become the co-creator of your life. The universe truly wants to fulfill our desires, but it is our fear or feeling of lack that keep us from our good. Lack can manifest itself in different ways. One of the trickiest slippery slopes of this is to believe that you just want to know, but it's a slippery slope as well. The theory is all we have to do is to feel the blessing, the gift, the grace of being alive another second, another moment, and another day. How about another minute? From the book of Positive Quotations, arranged by John Cook, make the enjoyment of life a primary goal. Make the enjoyment of life a primary goal. Calendar in a day with yourself, for yourself, and all about your vision for your future. Make it a priority between now and coming up as we move into the fall season to set your intentions in your mind, your heart, and with your pen. Sometimes we have to determine what it is that we don't want to determine what it is that we do want. Before you begin a thing, remind yourself that difficulties and delays are quite impossible to foresee ahead. You can only see one thing clearly, and that is your intentions. Form a mental vision of what you intend, and no matter what, see yourself clinging to that intention and that vision through the ups and downs and through thick and thin. B.C. Forbes says, "It is when things go hardest, when life becomes most trying, that there is greatest need for having a fixed goal. When few comforts come without, it is all the more necessary to have a fount to draw on from within." Here's a beautiful thought from Dr. Wayne Dyer from his book, Wisdom of the Ages. There is a law in psychology that if you form a picture in your mind of what you would like to be, and you keep and hold that picture there long enough, you will soon become exactly as you have been thinking, said William James, 1842 to 1910. We think in pictures, just like we dream in pictures, not words, sentences, or phrases, but mental images. The words are symbols enabling us to communicate or describe those pictures. It is this picturing process that William James is saying that you control with your free will, If you can actually convert those pictures into your reality, you will become the co-creator of your very existence and all that shows up in your life. What I will do is offer you what I think of as the 4 R's for putting this idea to work beginning today. So again, this is Dr. Wayne Dyer's thoughts on how to put the 4 R's into action right away. Here are the 4 R's in one sentence. Ready? What you really, 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 really want, you will get. The first really wish. Form a picture of what you would like in your life, such as a promotion, a new car, weight loss, non-addiction, or whatever. And once the picture is formed, you wish for it by seeing yourself in the job or driving the new car or your desired weight. Everything you manifest begins with a wish based on an inner visualization. Really desire. The difference between merely having a picture in your mind that you wish for and a desire is your willingness to ask for it. Whatever you have asked for in your imagination, ask out loud, but privately to receive. Really intend. Now you take the picture you have wished for and asked for, and you frame it into a statement of intention or will. And it goes like this. I intend to bring this picture into my world with the cooperation of ... whatever you prefer to name as the creative intelligence. There is no room for doubt with such statements, as if everything works out okay or if I'm lucky. And really passionate. I call this the hardest of the will. You are unwilling to allow anyone to discourage your passionate purpose or put a damper on your picture. You resist the negative opinions of others, and you remain silent as much as possible on what you intend to produce into your life. This passion is what William James meant by, and you keep and hold that picture there long enough. Those who are really, 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 really accomplished at attracting things into their lives all they desire are by no means lucky, nor do their circumstances create their desires. Are by no means lucky, nor do their circumstances create their desires. David Sarnoff says, whatever course you have chosen for yourself, it will not be a chore but an adventure if you bring to it a sense of the glory of striving. If your sights are set far above the merely secure and the mediocre. Christopher Morley said, there are 3 ingredients in the good life: learning, earning, and yearning. And Charles C. Noble said, you must have long-range goals to keep you from being frustrated by short-range failures. Here are some questions and thoughts to contemplate as you're thinking about how you can manifest what you desire in your life. This thought comes from Sylvia Silk. What actions can we take to reinforce abundance consciousness? What are new behaviors we can implement today? For one, we can stop looking for bargains and start allowing. Allow the flow of money, love, things to come to you from unexpected places. Money flow is not personal. Money does not come from people. Money comes from the universe, the source of all that is flowing through people to reach you. She goes on by saying, one reason we don't have enough money is because we waste so much of it on the things we don't really need, or because we reinforce the term not enough with our actions. This week, pay attention to all the times you are tempted to devalue things, including yourself, especially yourself. Be willing to pay the price for what you value or do without. Be willing to receive from others without discounting your value. Value yourself, and those who show up will also value you, and be willing to pay the price for what you offer. Trust that. Live that. Take yourself off automatic, regram yourself for abundance. I leave you with some final quotes. Harry Kemp said, "The poor man is not he who is without a cent, but he who is without a dream." Great minds have purposes, others have wishes, said Washington Irving. Maurice Switzer, "You seldom get what you go after unless you know in advance what you want." And lastly, Don Harold, "Unhappiness is not knowing what we want and killing ourselves to get it." Oftentimes we want to manifest some kind of outcome based on what others are doing, what we have been entrained to believe. But today, start today, and as Dr. Wayne Dyer says, he didn't say this part, but I say, put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, what do I really, 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 really want? Because our wantings, our desires continue to change as we live another day to experience different things in our lives. All the best with manifestation. This is just segment 1 on manifestation. I'll continue in the next episode, and we'll continue this conversation about manifestation. Until then, believe, ask, and receive. Thank you so much for listening. Namaste. Thank you for listening to Astrodology. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to help support the podcast, please hit the subscribe button and tell your friends about it by sharing this program on social media. You can also follow me on Instagram at Coda Life Goddess or at CodaLife.com. Coda is C-O-T-A, Coda Life Goddess or CodaLife.com. Thank you again for listening to Astrodology, and I'll see you next time.